I would like to introduce my young little guest who happens to be Zaka Nawaz. Assalamu alaikum Zaka, and how are you feeling today?
Walaikum salam. I'm feeling great. Thank you for having me here. It's a great honor.
It's an honor to host you,
We
Zaka.
are really pleased to have a kid like you over here who has been doing such a wonderful job. And you were just mentioning that you made lots and lots of videos on the YouTube. So what actually inspired you to make such videos?
And so I watched a few shows about animals. So seeing how interesting they were,
Right.
it was fun making videos about them. My first video was about like tardigrades, which are tiny 1 millimeter long creatures which are almost indestructible.
Right, lovely. And they can survive the planet, the environment of the Mars too, I believe, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tardigrades can survive extreme temperatures like Antarctica
Right.
and extreme pressures and heats like in deserts, or they can also withstand pressures that are like 4 times more than the deepest point on Earth, Mariana Trench.
Oh, lovely. So you have such a great information. So I believe that you've also made vlogs on the flooding situation in Pakistan.
Yes, I made a few
Right.
vlogs. Those were those just show that how much there was. So there was a ton of water,
Right.
a lot of damage, and a lot of sad people.
Right.
So what do you focus on that? You've just described there was lots of water and there was a lot of destruction. So what made you to make such videos, and what message are you trying to give to your generation and trying to request to the elders of this country also?
And you visited which place that was affected by the floods?
I visited Sakhar in Sindh.
Okay.
So when I saw all the damage done
Right.
and how much emotional damage that had done to the people and also physical damage.
Right.
So what did you feel when you went to that area, Sakhar? You saw lots of water and that has affected and destroyed a lot of things, and the people were sick as well. So what were your feelings at that time?
I felt very sad to see all those people in pain. So before my father and me reached there, the people were living under the open sky. Mosquitoes, flies, dragonflies, bad odors and sun and chances of rain at any time. So they were in a lot of trouble.
Right, right. So Jawad, inferring from this entire conversation, I'm so amazed and glad at the same time that our children are actually aware of what's happening with the environmental degradation and the climate change, and schools are actually teaching this sort of syllabus, because when we were young, I didn't remember that we had such sort of syllabus in the first place when it comes to our studies. And I'm really glad that the children have that sort of awareness which we didn't have when we were growing up, and they're actually documenting all of this stuff through their videos, through their YouTube channel, and this is actually sort of a empowerment which gives them a voice, because children are usually marginalized segment in our society because their voice is not taken that much seriously when it comes to that. But the children, because of the YouTube, because of the vlogging, they are actually making videos, and we feel really proud of Pakistani kids who are going out in the field, especially when it comes to flooding, and documenting all these voices.
Exactly. We should give our children the right to speak up, the freedom of expression, and that is very much preserved in the International Convention or the Covenant on the Rights of the Children as well. We see how aware the young generation happens to be, and it should definitely be incorporated. This type of topics and issues should be incorporated right from the start, so that the newer generation is aware of the facts and the bitter realities of life. So when they are growing up, they've got that sense of understanding of the responsibility and to do something about it when they are grown-ups.
That's true. So going back to Zaka, so Zaka, what else do you document in your YouTube and the vlogging channel?
I document about animals, plants, even space ones. So I document about any interesting topic I can find.
Right, right. And how many actually vlogs or the videos have you made?
Over 100.
So what's your favorite subject, by the way?
My favorite subject is science.
Science. So there are various branches of science: physics, chemistry, biology, and there are certain others. So which one?
So I like biology.
Okay, so can you tell me a little more about the ozone? And we are observing the World Ozone Safety Day today. What is ozone?
The ozone layer is a layer of gases that protect people, plants and animals from the radiation caused by the sunlight.
Okay, and what if that ozone layer is not there in the first place? If it's depleted, what happens then?
So if it's depleted, there would be a lot of damage done. People would get sunburn or skin cancer. They even can get blindness because of not having the ozone layer around.
Do you know what are those elements which are causing the ozone depletion, which are detrimental for the ozone layer?
So in the 1900s, machines like fridges, ACs, these type of things produced a gas that depleted the ozone layer and caused a massive hole. So people stopped using those type of gases in these devices and that hole was fixed.
And do you know those gases are still used in certain household items like refrigerators as well as air conditioners, and as much as you drive cars, so those gases are emitted, as well as when we shower the crops for a better yield, we shower them with pesticides. They also cause such type of gases to be going up in the atmosphere, and they are detrimental for the ozone layer.
Compared to what happened in the 1900s, it's a lot less, so it's a lot safer. But still, the amount of damage done because of these gases is a lot. So people should stop using gases like these, or also stop emitting as much as we do.
Right, so I'm really glad that we have kids who know so much about the ozone depletion, and considering the fact that
He knows so much, but we forgot to ask him which class or which grade he is studying at right now.
I'm in class 6 right now.
Lovely.
That's wonderful.
That's wonderful. So you can see how a child of a 6th grade has so much knowledge about the environmental degradation, about the ozone layer, and he's documenting about the flooding situation. And it gives me a lot of pride and immense pride to say that our children are much aware than we were back in our days when I was in the grade 6.